Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Jabax. So today I'm going to be showing you guys why it is so beneficial to garden in Wizard 101 and what these plants can drop and why you should garden. So let me just preface this by saying, please don't take this the wrong way. I know people have made similar videos like this, but this is basically like the whole entire package. I'm going to be explaining every single bit and why it is so good to garden and why everybody should do it, even low levels, not only high levels like me and a few, like a lot of other players are max. But don't be discouraged to garden because you can always garden, and it's like a controversial subject because not many people know why gardening is really good. So I'm gonna show you guys why it is very good. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys into the video. When many people think of Wizard 101 gardening, they think of like just like some stupid like little activity you can do off sorts of the game. Like if you're bored, you just go to your house and start gardening, and people don't really give it much of a chance and don't see the actual benefits of gardening. Now, many of you guys do know that the plants behind me are couch potatoes, and most of you guys would know that these actually drop really good items. I harvested them before I did the video though, so I'm sorry that I can't show you guys what they do drop, but I will tell you what they drop and I'll tell you why they're so good to farm. Plants behind me drop some of the most valuable things in the game that many people do not actually know about, and they are called Mega Pet Snacks. And Mega Pet Snacks basically give you a lot of not energy, but a lot of experience for your pets, which means you can level them up and get a good pet like this through Mega Pet Snacks. You can do this with other pet snacks that will drop from other plants. So if you can't afford these, there are different options. But this is the main thing, one of the main reasons why gardening is so good is because it drops Mega Pet Snacks and you can get this your pets up. This pet was all made by these, because these drop Mega Pet Snacks. I think I only have like one left because I made a pet to Mega video. It's not going to be posted for a while, but I'll be showing you guys something that they can drop. So these are the pet snacks. It can drop Captain Cantaloupes, which give 45 pet experience, which is a really good mega. It's one of the highest tier megas. The highest tier mega is called a fancy yogurt, and they also drop from these plants, which give 50. And these plants are also drop golden wheat bread, which is the worst one they can drop, and that gives 40. But they're still some of the highest tier mega pet snacks that you can get. The reason why gardening is so underlooked is because of how long it takes, and gardening takes a long time. Don't get me wrong, there are plants that will indeed take a little less of time and won't take as much time, but they don't usually drop that good of stuff. For example, I have almost every single like of these plants. I have king parsleys, I have, the trash and stuff, I have pixies all over these. But the thing about these is that they take a long time no matter what. So I've been doing these for like 2 days, and they're about to hit elder. So I harvested them when they weren't elder, which you should always do because they can still give you TCs. They can give you low level tier pet snacks, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. But they do take a long time to make, and they are crown shop items, so they are hard to get, and if you really want a lot of them, you're going to have to buy them in the crown shop. But then again, there's also places where you can farm for these. And for example, I'll take you guys to a place where you can farm them in a second here. Guys, sadly, if you're not a member, you can't use couch potatoes unless you buy them from the crown shop. So that's also another disadvantage of that. But there is a place where you can farm them if you do have a member, and this is a really good place. So we're in the area, not Dragonspire, Grizzleheim, and you have to be a level 20 to come here. But when you come here, it's so worth it. Now, let me take you to the route. So after you get into the spiral door from Dragonspire, all you're going to want to do is come up here. So you're going to follow this wooden area, and you're going to want to turn in here and then just go straight. Now, this is the reason why this is a really good method is because it's like the first area in Grizzleheim, and they already dropped couch potatoes, which is like the most rare, or not the most rare, but the most high tier mega pet snack giver of a plant. So it's really good to get them from here. And plus, you get them from these guys, and these guys are super easy. If you're a fire, oh my gosh, meteor, they boost. It kills them no matter what, even if you are a low level. But if you have meteor, it will still kill because of the boost. But you can basically use any hit all spell here. It doesn't matter if you're a max or a mid level, it will probably always kill. So this is why this is a really good option for for couch potatoes here, which do drop mega pet snacks and other things. That will make you a lot of money. So we'll get right into that. But I also want to let you guys know, if you guys look up couch potatoes on Wizard 101 wiki, a whole bunch of places will pop up where these couch potatoes do drop. And let me just tell you now, couch potatoes are not the only good mega pet snack droppers and not the only money droppers too. I'll tell you about a few other plants too. So I'll see you guys into the next topic. Now we'll get into what another benefit is of farming and what it can really do to help you. So first off, gardening is very versatile in what you can do. Not only does it drop snacks for your pets, but it also drops things that for PvP that you can use in PvP, and those things are treasure cards. Now, a lot of pets, or a lot of plants, sorry, not pets, drop a lot of treasure cards, and these treasure cards are so good. For example, I just harvested a few of my non-elders, and you get a lot of random TCs, but these can help. Like, I get from those, I have gotten infallible, I've gotten conviction. See, this was only from one, not even a full harvest of non-elders. I've gotten amplifies, I've gotten fortifies, I've gotten vengeance, I've gotten empowers. Now this is where I'm going to start going into that these can drop a lot of money. So empowers, you guys all should know, are basically money, because since you can't trade things in Wizard 101, these are basically money. Let me explain. Basically, these cost a lot of money in the bazaar, and you can sell these for 1,000 each, and that's mid sell. For the lowest, you can sell these for 800, but you can also sell these from up to 800 to 1,400 coins per empower, per TC. Now, many people don't use these for PvP. They are really good for PvP, so you can use them. So you don't have to spend all your money on empowers if you do have an empower strategy for PvP. But you can also sell these for so much money. These 6 empowers right here would be over 6k, and it wasn't even from a full harvest of non-elders. So imagine what you can get at elder. But this is not the only thing that these plants drop. The good thing about couch potatoes is that since they're crown shop items, whenever you harvest them, you get the seed back. Which means if you do double gardening XP week, or it happens like every few months, then you can get double the couch potatoes. So say if you have 10 couch potatoes and they're at elder and it's double gardening rewards, you can get you'll get 20 instead of 10. So you'll double the amount of couch potatoes you had. So when I first started, I only had 10, and that was all from farming those minions or whatever they're called, mobs at that place. I got 10, and then all I did was double them, and now I have over 25 just from double gardening rewards. So it's really beneficial. Another amazing thing about gardening is that you can get reagents that will be able to help you craft like future equipment items, future spells. You can literally craft so much stuff with the reagents these plants drop. And if you don't want to farm the bazaar all day, get a plant it up, and then get like a few, like 20 or 30 of them, and then just start gardening those suckers. And then by a few weeks, you'll have enough reagents to craft double or even triple what you want. So that's why plants are like so versatile, and you can get reagents which are really hard to come by in the bazaar. For example, like sunstone, amber, a bunch of other things. So I'll see you guys right into the next clip. Now let's get into the topic. Okay, so you can't get couch potatoes. Those are off the board. And you can't afford them in the crown shop, so that's off the board. But you can afford something like a little. Like you can't like afford couch potatoes, but you can afford something else in the crown shop. Now that's when it comes into different plants. There's a whole category in the crown shop for gardening, and your other option for mega pet snacks, which is one of the best, the second best option other than couch potatoes. These guys are almost like basically alike, except these are the ones I'm talking about. These drop a little, not like much. They drop the same drops as couch potatoes, but they drop something called like mystical fruit. I totally forget what it's called, dragon mystical fruit, because I don't garden these. These are not my favorite, but they only take a medium plot, so you can make these like a huge farm of these. That's why a lot of people like them. But I use couch potatoes, but they are expensive in the current shop. And evil magma peas drop like the same stuff, just a little lower tier one item, but they are indeed amazing for drops. So that's another thing you can do, and they're about the same as couch potatoes on the scale of what they can drop, but they're just a little less. You know what I mean? So yeah. So then there's also a whole bunch of other options in here, like the sword fern, which drops blade TCs, which is so good for low level PvP. The only issue about that is it's like the same price as couch potatoes, and in my opinion, couch potatoes are better. But sword ferns, they drop blade TCs, which is really good because blade TCs cost so much money. So they're still really good, but they used to be really good back in the day, but now they're not. But they're still really good. These also are amazing for PvP. They take forever to harvest, but they drop a whole bunch of TCs and stuff like that, so it's awesome. And most of the stuff in here is pretty good. Deadly elephant ears drop really good stuff for PvP as well. So most of these things in here drop a lot of good stuff for PvP. Now we're getting right into the king parsley. So king parsley is what everybody wants, because if you guys are familiar with crafting cards, like school cards, like lore master cards, you would have to know that king parsley. You would have to know that lore cards that you craft. Amber is one of the hardest things to get, and amber is really annoying to get because they don't always drop, and you would have to go farm gladiator like 20 times to maybe get full amber, which most of the time doesn't work. You need 12 amber. This is when the king parsley comes in. When king parsley gets to elder, there's a pretty nice chance that these guys will drop amber, and amber is not easy to come by. That's why these are really good. It's like the only reason why people garden king parsleys. They don't really have anything else that's good, but they can drop amber, and it's really good. And that's why I really, really enjoy king parsleys. I actually have them in my other garden, but they take a long time to hatch, so I don't usually, or not hatch, I keep saying hatch, take a long time to grow, so that's why I don't use them too much. But don't get me wrong, these guys drop amber like a charm. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this clip, and I'll see you guys into the next one. Here is a whole site showing why seeds are so good and why farming is so useful. This is a Duelist 101 website, a trusted website in Wizard 101, and this is basically explaining how and like what basic seeds can drop. So this is how it goes. Evil magma peas, couch potato, and couch potatoes are better for megas, but these can drop like stuff for PvP as well, and these sort of can like infal and stuff is like really good for PvP. Deadly elephant ears, like I said, sword fern, prickly bear cactus, which I will still talk about that. Fickle pickle and sour fickle pickle, and red bell pepper, honeysuckle, Ivy League, sunlin, which are really, really good. Honorable mention, tiger lily, just because they can attract pixie. Key limes, which can drop pretty nice stuff. And there's also another plant that drops really, really good stuff for PvP. It's called a face palm, and it's like really, really good. It can drop, like, I think it can drop like dispels and stuff, if I remember correctly. And dispels are not easy to find in the bazaar, so those are really good. But basically, this is why it's so good to garden. And prickly bear cactus, by the way, you can buy them in the bazaar. They are cheap, sort of cheap, but there's an abundance of them too. Basically, these take a little bit long, but they can drop low tier to mid tier mega pet snacks, which is amazing for breeding or for gardening. So if you can't afford couch potatoes and you don't want to go farm them, prickly bear cactus is such a good option. So I would recommend these as well, and you can be a low level and garden these. Most of the plants on this list, you don't even really have to be a member. You just either have to have crowns, or you have to find a place you can farm them, or have a good source of gold so you can buy them in the bazaar. But crown shop items you won't be able to find in the bazaar. So this is why like gardening is amazing, is because it's super versatile. You can get stuff for PvP. You can get stuff to sell. You can get you can get hundreds and hundreds of thousands from just gardening while you're benefiting yourself with mega pet snacks. It's super beneficial. It's super amazing, and that's why gardening is super awesome to do in Wizard 101. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys learned a few tips about gardening and why it is so useful and beneficial. If we can hit 5 likes, that would really mean a lot to me. Thank you guys very much for watching, and if you could, please leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Also, hit that subscribe button if you want to see future streams, future videos. Also, let me know down in the comments if I missed anything. But I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a few things. You guys are very amazing. Gardening is a really good off time, and it's really good. So I hope you guys do it, because it will really help you out. So yeah, I'll see you guys in future streams. Let me know what I missed. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Love you guys all to death, and peace out.